What is happening right now in Sokoto State is another painful reminder that insecurity in forest areas is still a serious problem. According to information coming from local sources and community accounts, a group of vigilantes went into the forest area after reports that some residents had been taken away by armed bandits. These vigilantes were not strangers. They were people from the same communities. Farmers, fathers, brothers, and young men who volunteered to protect their villages when official security could not reach on time. While they were on this rescue effort, they reportedly ran into an ambush. The armed group was waiting. The vigilantes were overpowered, captured, and later many of them were killed in a very disturbing manner. This incident has sent fear across nearby villages and has left families in deep pain. As you are watching this video, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel so more people can hear what is happening. Now, let us slow down and explain this clearly so everyone can understand. These forest areas have become very dangerous zones over time. Armed groups move freely inside them because the terrain is difficult. Thick trees, long distances, and poor road access make it hard for security forces to respond quickly. Because of these, many communities depend on local vigilantes. These vigilantes know the land, they know the footpaths, they know the people. But the truth is, they do not always have the equipment or protection to face heavily armed criminals. What happened in this case has shocked many residents because these vigilantes were on a rescue mission. They were not going to attack innocent people. They were trying to help their own. That is why the pain is deeper. Families are asking questions. Communities are worried. And fear is spreading. If this story touches you, please like the video and subscribe. It helps the message reach more people. People living close to these forests are now afraid to go to their farms. Some parents are scared to allow their children travel long distances to school. Traders are avoiding certain routes. And when fear controls daily life like this, it affects food supply, education, and local businesses. These are the silent effects that do not always make headlines, but they hurt the most. Another issue here is the emotional impact. When vigilantes are lost, it discourages others. People start asking themselves, if those who are brave enough to protect us are not safe, what about the rest of us? This kind of thinking weakens community defense and gives criminals more confidence. Please pause for a second, like this video, and subscribe so we can keep talking about these important issues together. There is also anger. Some youths are angry. Some elders are angry. But anger without direction can make things worse. That is why many community leaders are calling for calm while demanding stronger action from authorities. They want protection, not revenge. They want safety, not more bloodshed. The government has continued to say that security operations are ongoing. Troops have been deployed in different parts of the Northwest, but people on the ground say more needs to be done, especially in forest zones where these groups hide. Technology, better intelligence, and community cooperation are all important. Security is not just about weapons. It is also about information and trust. As this situation develops, displaced families are beginning to move out quietly. Some are staying with relatives in safer towns. Others are abandoning farms they have worked on for years. This movement creates new problems. When people leave their homes suddenly, they lose income. Children miss school. Healthcare becomes harder to access. These are real-life consequences that many people do not see from outside. If you are finding this explanation helpful, please like the video and subscribe now. It supports this channel and keeps these discussions going. Another thing we must talk about is how these stories affect national unity. When insecurity continues in one region, it affects the whole country. Food prices can rise, travel becomes risky. Businesses hesitate to invest, and fear slowly spreads beyond the original area. This is why what is happening in Sokoto forests is not just a local issue, it is a national concern. Community leaders are also asking for better support for vigilantes. If communities are encouraged to defend themselves, then there must be structure, training, and coordination with official security agencies. Unplanned responses can lead to tragedies like the one being discussed now. Many people believe this painful incident should be a turning point for better planning. As we speak, families of the affected vigilantes are mourning. Children are asking questions that are hard to answer. Wives are facing uncertain futures, and communities are trying to stay strong despite fear. This human side of the story matters. These were not just names. They were people with lives and responsibilities. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Your support keeps this kind of reporting alive. There are also concerns about silence. Some residents feel their suffering is not getting enough attention. They worry that if stories are not told properly, help may not come quickly. That is why sharing verified information responsibly is important. Panic does not help, but silence also does not help. As days go by, local security meetings are being held quietly. Traditional leaders are consulting. Youth groups are being advised to stay calm. Religious leaders are calling for peace and protection of lives. Everyone is trying to prevent further loss while waiting for stronger security presence. Let me say this clearly in simple English. People want to live, they want to farm. They want to raise their children in peace. They do not want fear, they do not want violence, they just want safety. And that is not too much to ask. If you agree that this issue deserves attention, please like the video and subscribe to the channel right now. As this situation continues, many people are now asking hard questions. They are asking how long communities will keep living with fear. They are asking how long people will keep guarding themselves with little support. And they are asking what more can be done so that lives are not lost again in the same way. One important thing to understand is that when insecurity stays for a long time, people slowly adjust to it, and that is dangerous. When fear becomes normal, it weakens society. People stop reporting early warning signs. They stop trusting movement at night. So they stop helping one another freely. This is how communities slowly break down, and this is why urgent attention is needed. Please, if you are following this gist and you understand the seriousness of this matter, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps this message reach more people. Another concern many residents are raising is communication. In many rural areas, there is poor network coverage. When attacks happen, it is hard to call for help quickly. By the time information reaches security agencies, the damage may already be done. This delay costs lives. Improving communication access in these areas is not a luxury. It is a necessity. People are also talking about the mental stress this brings. Living with constant fear affects sleep, health, and productivity. Farmers go to the farm with worry. Parents send children out with fear. This stress quietly damages families even when no attack is happening at that moment.